Radio.
Spark FM.
From the heart of Bed-Stuy, you're listening to We Love Radio.
Doing the yin and the yang, the hip and the hop, the stupid fresh thing, the flippity flop. I have today's forecast for you. Hot! The color for today is black. That's right, black. So you can absorb some of these rays and save that heat for winter. So you want to get on out there, wear that black, and be involved. Also, today's temperature is going to rise up over 100 degrees, so there's a Jerry curl alert. That's right, Jerry curl alert. If you have a Jerry curl, stay in the house, or you'll end up with a permanent plastic helmet on your head.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Oh, no.
What was it? Hey, Miss Parker.
No.
Hi, Miss Parker.
You gotta have more energy than that one, then.
No, I got energy, but I'm trying to ease them into it. Good morning, people. How y'all doing? Y'all good? How y'all doing today? You know, it's just the ordinary day here in Boston. Let me tell y'all something about Boston. We are the way that we are because we deserve it.
Yeah.
We are legendary.
Yeah.
We are hardworking. We have to deal. We are resilient.
We are resilient.
We are all prideful.
Yes.
All the things.
Yes.
And with all due respect, because of who we are.
Yes.
Like Boston has a big ego for a reason. We do that.
We do.
They not like us.
Yeah, they not like us.
They're not. Nobody can understand this. Maybe LA at one point when they got 17, they were like, oh, okay, you know, like we lit. But, you know, Boston's still right here.
Not even LA, because they still don't have, you know, we got all the teams.
I mean, exactly. But for basketball in particular, you know.
We're the city of champions.
Yeah,
like,
and that's why that's why they hate us so much. People hate us because of how much we win.
Yeah.
And
all
I don't
we do
understand.
is win no matter what.
Yes, and it's true. And a lot of us that were born and raised in Boston have that same exact mentality that no matter what, I am going to be the best.
Yeah.
It could take us 16 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Chris, I just want to know, what are you wearing on Friday? I hope that Jess gave you that message yesterday because I really was concerned. I wanted to make sure that you had a properly fitting Celtics jersey so that you could properly wear it. And like, I don't understand. Like, you need sneakers. You need the whole thing. You can't live here and not feel this energy, Christopher.
He ain't gonna be out there.
He gonna be out there making noise.
He's gonna be out there making noise for some other team, shouting out LA or some foolishness.
With a Celtics jersey on.
You gonna be like that man that was going viral yesterday.
What'd he do?
The Mavericks fan that was getting the Celtics fan that was getting on him outside the Garden. That was going
I didn't
crazy.
even see that.
It went viral.
No.
It went viral. Everybody was like, "Damn, why is he so mad?"
This Maverick fan's here? That's crazy. I thought Chris was just trolling, but you know, like the way that they got whooshed in this finals is I don't know how they feel about that.
I'm gonna be honest though.
Roxbury, you were in the North End. We dare you. Exactly. You're gonna do it in the North Station. You're gonna do it out here. You won't do it in Murder Pin. You won't do that shit in Mattapan. You won't do that in Roxbury. You beat me. What are you mad about? You won't do that in the South End. No, you won't. I will. I'll wear it everywhere.
I know you won't.
Look, you gotta see it. It was so
He's
tense.
mad.
This thing was so tense. And everyone, they was like, dude, you guys won. Why are you so mad?
Relax. Because that's how Boston fans are.
That's what he
like
said,
completely
too.
unhinged.
It's crazy.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
Like
don't play with us.
The crowd yesterday outside the Garden looked insane. It looked like a pack of heavily packed rats, and it was so amazing to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Good morning, Janet. How you doing, honey? We missed you, girl.
I do miss Janet.
Chris said Jay is going to buy me all green for Friday with the Celtics jersey, and yes, I know I have to wear it. I lost the bet.
That means you got to root for them too. You can't be rooting for
and
the
Chris,
team.
this is the best thing that she could. That's a good wife because she wants you to understand what winning feels like. And the only way for you to feel that, coming from where you from, is to really kind of transition over to a Boston type of vibe where you can really embrace winning and champion like culture.
Yeah.
So sorry for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too bad.
Snyder, you gotta chill.
Too bad.
Snyder said, I bet you he won't wear that at an Idonia concert. You better chill. Where'd she go?
She had to go talk to the people. But
They
yeah,
need to
so
stop
it was.
doing that.
I had the pleasure of watching the game last night with the wonderful ladies of Chick Flick and Chill. I'm trying to find a picture.
Chick Flick and Chill.
Chick Flick and Chill. It is a business that is run by two of my good friends. I put the reel in our WhatsApp group. I don't know if I can. It's giving me a hard time. But anyhow, so these are two of my friends. One of my friends that I went to school with all my years, and then another good friend that I met later in life. But they are very, very good friends. They've put together this business. It's called Chick Flick and Chill, and what they do is they curate a little beautiful little experience for everybody. You can rent them for parties or whatever it is. And I'm gonna put the link right
Don't
here.
worry, I got it. So
You got it.
Explain it. What did they do?
So they curate in your backyard or whatever space that you have. They bring you chairs. They bring a big screen. It's like an outside theater that they create for you in your backyard or wherever you can. Did you see the reel with us last night?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So we had that out there last night. There was a popcorn machine. I just put the link in our stories. There was a popcorn machine. They had drinks provided. There were wings there. And it's just a beautiful little experience that you do with this big screen. It's nicely decorated. We were in the sports package, but apparently they have a few different packages. Once the station is up and running, we'll get them in here to talk about their business. But it was just such a beautiful experience.
So nice.
So nice. There's blankets for you in case you get cold. They have little ottomans for you to put your feet up on. The chairs are just super comfortable. Everybody had their own little table, chair, and whatever set up. It's a really, really awesome experience. I was really, really excited to be invited to that last night.
They do birthday parties.
Yeah.
They do picnics, anniversaries, all kinds of stuff. Very well organized. If you're looking for something to do with your girls or have a little backyard shindig or watch party
and
or
they have
anything
a setup
like
for
that.
kids too.
Yep. Just make sure that you guys, Chick Flicks and Chill across all social media. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere.
Yep.
Really, really great owners and a bunch of people.
Yeah, really, it was a really, really nice time. So we were out there cheering on the people under the stars, and it was really, really nice. I was nervous last night though because I needed them to have that 30-point lead that the Mavericks had on us when we was there on Friday.
But that was a fluke though. That was so false. Now that I see again,
right?
I'm like, y'all, I get it, but y'all didn't have to lose that bad. Maybe it was a rest. Maybe it was a rest game for them. They were like, nah, we're not gonna do too much. We're just gonna come out here, play a little ball.
Yeah,
a little scrimmage.
It was a good game last night. Though at times it was a little too close for my comfort, but it was really, really good. Celtics won. They pulled it off. They did really well, and we knew going into the fourth quarter that we were winning, right? Like we were up. So everybody knew that. So it was awesome. Jaylen Brown got the MVP award, which I was a little surprised about.
Winning from the beginning. I knew he was winning from the top of the game.
Did you?
Before the game started.
I mean,
Yeah.
theoretically, but not actually.
No,
right?
I knew.
Oh,
yeah.
no, we knew.
I mean, that guy from the Mavericks was hitting them threes what? But Boston was coming. Boston came right back and answered each time. Somebody on the news was like, "It's the Boston 3 party," and I was like, "Yeah, that's dope. I like that." But it was. I liked that they did do a little excitement. I wanted it to be a bigger lead, but I did like that there was a little excitement. I did not doubt that we would win. But I thought that it was, a good game. What do y'all think about Jaylen Brown getting MVP?
I thought it was going to go to Tatum.
Me too.
No, I thought that Jaylen was working his ass off in this.
Me too.
Series.
I knew it was going to go to either one of them, so
Right.
I'm not mad about
Right.
either one. But I thought that they were going to give it to Tatum.
What's dope is I like how they all have been on the team for about 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. Jaylen, Tatum, including what's the coach name, man?
Mazzola.
Joe,
Yeah.
and somebody else. But they've been working on this for a long time. This is their first win, so that's dope.
Yeah, Al Horsford, who's like one of the oldest members on the team.
I was really excited about him.
Me too.
Because
So
they just picked him up not too long ago, right?
And he's played in several final games, never was able to secure a title with any other team that he was with. So he got the title last night for his first time. They were saying that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum last night, they played so many playoff games, like collectively, I think it was like 107 playoff games that they played
the most ever
collectively. Why I thought that Jason Tatum would have gotten the MVP award. He broke Kobe Bryant's record last night. So Jason Tatum came out in the finals game, scoring 16 points in the first half. He overtook LA Lakers legend Kobe Bryant for first place on the league's all-time playoff scoring list for players 26 years old or younger.
That's so cool.
Which is really, really cool. And they said that.
So, quick segue. My mom, why couldn't he be my son-in-law? I said,
I know.
Ma, he's 12 years old.
I said that last
you
night.
have 40-year-old daughters.
My mother is so in love with Jason Tatum, like in a son way.
Yep.
But yeah, it was really, really cute. I really loved the moment when Deuce came up behind him while he was like bent over crying or feeling emotional. Deuce came up behind him and like hugged him, and that was probably really, really photogenic. But it was awesome last night. I felt really, really good. We had champagne out at the Chick Flicks and Chill too, and it was just really, really an awesome feeling. And I'm looking forward to the parade. I'm really excited about that.
Absolutely. Everybody's looking forward to the parade.
Yeah.
We outside with it.
We gonna do it.
Oh, is Al Horford retiring this year? I was wondering if he was. That's what Chris says. Is that true? Is there any truth to that?
Who?
Al Horsford?
I mean, if
retiring?
he did, I would too.
Yeah, because I think he's in
older.
his 40s.
Is he?
I think, is he in his 40s or he's at least late 30s?
38. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. After this, what I'm doing here? Boy, y'all leave that to y'all young boys. I got me a little championship and a banner and a flag and all kind of stuff.
And he's
going to sit down.
He's Dominican, right?
Yeah, Dominican.
I said, well, look at him playing basketball and not baseball.
Speaking of baseball, there was a team in Boston, a semi-pro team in Boston yesterday that clinched the winning, what they did. Let me find it because I got to shout out to my local sports teams too that's out here winning it on 617 day 2. Oh, so this is the English high school baseball team. That's why I thought about it. The English high school baseball team beat Georgetown 7-1 yesterday at Polar Park in Worcester to claim the MIAA Division 5 state championships. And then we know that our Boston Eagles were the first Boston City League. Oh, they're called the Eagles too. They were the first Boston City League baseball team to win a state championship since 1971, and Boston Public Schools are proud of them, and so are we here at Spark FM. So we
Since
was winning
1971.
Yep, we just be winning. Even our high school, our elementary, our middle school, all of the teams be winning.
Yeah.
From the Bay, from the rooter to the tutor.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about that.
Such a good time to be in Boston.
Yes, I wanna think of you. All right, so today is June 18th, 2024. It's about 9:29, and right after we open the show, we're gonna go to a quick commercial and song break because the fire people are here to do a little testing. So we'll be taking a quick pause for the cause today, and we'll be back in a few. So today is Tuesday, sun and clouds mixed near a record high temperatures. Remember, we are officially starting the first day of our 3-day heat wave. It's gonna be a high of 94 degrees, winds in the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, which means absolutely nothing when it's a high of 94 to goddamn degrees. Go inside, people.
Yeah.
Go to a cooling station. Take the children out to some water. Put the hose on. Open a fire hydrant. There's a $2,500 fee, but if you can figure it out, I'm not telling you what to do. The 5 people is here. Don't do that, but if you can do it, do it.
And if you do it,
let us
text
know.
me.
Send the bat signal.
Throw the hat in the air.
Yeah, the fire trucks. The fire hydrant is open.
Yeah.
Let them know we want to go too. But yes, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and we'll be back with the Around the Way news. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up. Up you wake, up you wake, up you wake, up you wake. This is Mr. Senior Love Daddy, your voice of choice. The world's only 12-hour strong man on the air. Here on We Love Radio 108 FM. The last on your dial, but first in your hearts. And that's the truth. Root. Here I am I here? You know it, you know. This is Mr. Senior Love Daddy doing the nasty to your ears to the nasty. Eyes only play the platters that matter, the matters they platter. And that's the root.
From the heart of Bed-Stuy, you're listening to We Love Radio.
Doing the yin and the yang, the hip and the hop, the stupid fresh thing, the flippity flop. Oh!
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Nice Productions and Friends Lifestyle Group presents the 8th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. That's right, Boston, it's the Togetherness Boat Ride taking place on Saturday, July the 13th. It's the Blue Jeans edition. Music's gonna be provided by DJ Walla, Rockstone Tues, Hot Scott Supreme, DJ Sergio, and DJ Alfredo. It's also gonna be featuring the Caracol Punta Group Tempo Rhythm section. It's all hosted by specialists.
I wanna give it up, oh my God, I wanna give it to.
It's all taking place at 17 Rose Wharf. Boarding time is at 7 p.m. Departs at 8 p.m. It's a dinner inclusive. Get your early bird tickets for $65. Regular tickets are $75. It's a 21 plus mandatory ID event. Get those tickets right now on togetherness.eventbrite.com. Sponsored in part by Spark FM. Bring your flags, bring your ride. It's all about the Togetherness Boat Ride. This one's going to be crazy.
Last up of a canal is madness in the capital. So
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Get ready, New England, Friday, January 31st. We've got a real treat for all you reggae lovers out there. Get ready to sway to the smooth sounds of the one and only Mr. Beres Hammond. That's right, the reggae legend himself is bringing his Forever Giving Thanks tour to the Chevalier Theater. From classic tunes like Putting Up Resistance, Rockaway, to newer hits like I Feel Good. Beres Hammond's music has a way of bringing people together and spreading positivity. Mark your calendars, folks. Friday, July 31st at the Chevalier Theater. Showtime 7 p.m. Barris Hammond Forever Giving Thanks Tour is coming to town. Get your tickets, www.chevaliertheater.com. Stay tuned to SparkFMOnline.com for more updates and your chance to win tickets to see the legend Barris Hammond in action.
Falling in love all over again. How could I ever doubt that you were my friend?
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
Hush. Wait a minute. Before you say another word now, tell me what can you do to stop a man from trying? I said I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? I wanna know. Yes, I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? I wanna know. Said I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? Not with that big broad smile and that sexy dress you wear. It's totally impossible for a man with eyes not to stare. There is no reason to be so uptight when you got everything alright. By now you should know you're every man's fantasy. What can you do to stop a man from trying? I said I wanna know. What can you do to stop a man from trying? I wanna know. Yes, I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? Absolutely nothing at all. What can you do to stop a man from trying?
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Sweetest thing I ever known is the sweet wind of the Celtics bone.
The what?
Wow.
The what?
I mean, I had to put it out. Did I actually post the status today? I said I love Maverick. I love Maverick the most. Money Mav. But that Celtics Get Your Green On song, it's not it.
It's not.
That's not what we gonna. This is not what we do in Boston.
You know,
This is not what we
Mav
do.
always got to come out with an anthem.
Mav always comes out
Always
with an
comes with an
anthem. This one in particular is not it. Mav, I love you to death, but I hate it.
I switched that off just as fast as those Top Dog Law commercials. I can't. I don't love it. I'm sorry.
If you haven't heard, I gotta find a song for you guys because you know what? I gotta show my guy some
I'm
love.
shocked you didn't send it to the email.
I know.
That's
Let me see. Money Mav. Let's get with the stories. Kick it off, Tony.
There we go. So last night, Boston was lit up green, of course, last night. There's a nice picture there of all the green places that were lit up for Boston last night, which I think is pretty awesome. The Celtics, of course, won the championship, defeat the Mavericks in Game 5. The parade is scheduled for Friday. So the Celtics Championship Duck Boat Parade to be held this week in Boston. Cue the Duck Boats. It's going to be held on Friday. The Duck Boats are ready, and the city of Boston will celebrate the 18th championship in Celtics history with the rolling rally on Friday. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu announced that a rolling rally will be held on Friday in the city. Officials will reveal more details about the parade during a press conference Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Boston Duck Tours posted Cue the Ducks on social media last night. with the caption, "Who's ready for a parade?" According to Wu's office, the parade will begin at 11 a.m. in front of TD Garden. After turning onto Causeway Street, the duck boats will pass City Hall Plaza and the Boston Common on Tremont Street. The parade will end on Boylston Street by the Heinz Convention Center. City officials have an extra challenge planning the latest championship parade in Boston. The Celtics clinched the title as a likely heat wave was set to potentially record-breaking temperatures in Boston. The NOAA issued its heat risk outlook with parts of New England categorized in extreme risk area. WBZ TV executive weather producer Terry Eliason called this highly rare for the region. Temperatures are expected to be in the mid to upper 90s on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday in Boston. During the Tuesday press conference, the city plans to share preparations for the anticipated hot weather. The Celtics earned the Duck Boat Parade thanks to a dominant performance throughout the postseason that continued in the NBA Finals. Boston stormed out to a 3-0 series lead. Dallas earned a dominant Game 4 victory to send the series back to Boston. But Monday night at the Garden, the Celtics ended things and broke a tie with the Los Angeles Lakers for the most team NBA titles in history.
Here goes something for last night. Here.
We're here at bars starting at around 4 o'clock because they had to get in here before this area was ultimately locked down. As you can imagine, these fans have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. The energy, hard to describe. People have the adrenaline pumping. I love when seeing people in good moods like this. You cannot write a story like this. Guys, that is ultimately the vibe down here on Causeway Street. The party continuing to grow. Take it in. I mean, this is a once-in-a-decade situation here that we have. So much fun, Lisa and David. I'll work to send it back to you.
All right, Brandon Truitt there on outside the Garden, and it's interesting because this is not the full scope of what we'll see out on the street. If you think about it, 17,000 people inside the Garden tonight. A lot of them are hanging around inside because they want to see the MVP trophy and the Larry O'Brien trophy. So a lot of them are still inside.
Yeah, these are the people you're seeing here from this shot from Sky Eye are people who were at bars or who were at home and decided that after the Celtics won 106-88, they were going to pour into the streets and share the actual celebration with other fans. We have been lucky enough here in Boston to see this before, but I think what you also notice in these pictures is that it's fairly controlled.
It is.
Big crowd. Police made it pretty clear earlier there were going to be limitations.
That looks crazy.
Yeah.
And what they could do.
In the background, you have Money Mav, Boston's own, and this is the Celtics anthem song in the background. We're about to play this track. Let's pull it back.
You know song yet? Never. It's just different.
Shout outs Money Mav.
It's just different. Pull up this song, no, they not like us. They not like us. Listen, turn me up. Turn me up, yo. Listen, yo. Celtics been throwing down on every team in town. We locking Luka up, shutting Kyrie down. In the finals now, coming for the crown. We took the Heat, Cavs, and Pacers straight to Pound Town. Shout out Jaylen Brown, Young King, your time is now. All they hearing is that swishing sound. Bolo, Tatum going wild, Garden's jumping now. Let's win this one for Al. Get your green on, 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 get your green on.
It's not bad. It sounds better today.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds better today.
It does. It sounds better today than before.
It still ain't it, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see it going down the duck boats and people saying "Get your green on." It's gonna be a moment. It's 100% gonna be a moment.
Yeah.
Nobody else came up with nothing, right?
Nah.
Yeah, so that's why Mav got it, because he's the only one that ever does something.
No, and seriously, he does have it in light of where we are right now. Boston's gonna be celebrating in a really good mood for a long time. So,
and it's all jokes. Mav knows that. Like it's dope when we do stuff great.
Yeah.
We just do stuff great, and even if we don't like it, we still gonna rock it because it's winning.
It is.
We winners out here. We winners.
It's exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. It sounds better today. Oh, but yes, go Celtics, go Celtics, go.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Everybody, you know, I know that we're all going to be out there on Friday, and that's going to be exciting to just kind of, you know, Spark FM meet up. We're going to meet up with each other, all of our Spark FM people who want to join us and be out there and have a good time.
We might cut the show a little early because we got to go celebrate.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
What else do we have?
got you.
Go ahead.
In not so good news,
Yeah.
a 15-year-old Lowell girl shot, killed by 21-year-old boyfriend, which is a headline in itself.
Yeah.
What do you do at 21? What is it? Are 15-year-olds hot?
But the story is confusing to me.
A Massachusetts man is in custody after he was accused of fatally shooting a 15-year-old girl he was in a relationship with. Trevor Beatty, 21, of Tewksbury, was arrested Monday on multiple charges, including murder, in connection with the death of Ahaliana Dickey, who was entering high school. Middlesex District Attorney Marion Ryan announced she be working, boy. Marion Riley, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, she's busy.
Ryan said the little girl's family members first feared she went missing when she did not show up for her 8th grade graduation Friday morning.
So did you hear that? The 21-year-old killed the girl who was, well, how old was she? 15. So we know that. She was graduating from 8th grade and had a 21-year-old boyfriend. I don't know.
How does that work?
Yeah, exactly.
She's in elementary school.
Yeah.
The district attorney said about 6:10 p.m. on Friday, Lowell police received a 911 call from the grandmother, who said family members found the girl's body inside the Lowell Street home where the victim lived. The little girl family knew the girl was seriously hurt and feared she was dead. Ryan said when Lowell police arrived at the scene, they found the little girl suffering from gunshot wounds in the first floor bedroom. Officers also found multiple shell casings near her body. The little girl had turned 15 years old on April 18th, so just last week. This 21-year-old was dating a 14-year-old at one point.
But did she live by herself? What? I don't understand.
No,
she's my oldest granddaughter, and I don't know how we're going to, like, how did...
Because they said she didn't show, her family knew she was missing when she didn't show up at her graduation. And the shoot...
Juneteenth.
Yeah, go into the story.
Investigators determined the little girl had been in an abusive relationship with Beatty, who was her boyfriend for some period of time. According to Ryan, the district attorney also said Beatty was accused of hitting her and threatening her in the past. Yeah, because he was her dad.
Because she was 14 last week.
It was learned that the little girl had her name is Alania, but I'm gonna call her little girl.
I think it's Ileana.
It was learned that a little girl had confided in a number of people that Mr. Beatty had been abusing her and was threatening her as recently as the middle of last week. Ryan said shortly after midnight on Friday, Lowell police received a call from a person who reported they heard a male and female fighting outside on Lawrence Street. The caller reported hearing a female screaming, "Get off me, get away from me, I don't want to be with you anymore," before hearing gunshots. Police responded to the scene, but Ryan said officers could not locate anyone at Lawrence Street. Video recovered from the area by investigators showed a female, later identified as a little girl, yelling for help shortly before midnight, and a male who believed to be Beatty leaving her home shortly after midnight.
Right.
You want to get in it?
Where was her family?
Yeah. She's 14.
In Lowell, police are investigating the death of a 15-year-old girl. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm Jordan Jagalinzer. The Middlesex District Attorney's Office says a family member found her body with traumatic injuries. And as WBZ's Laura Hafley reports, her death is now being investigated as a homicide.
Flowers are piling up outside of this apartment building here in Lowell. You can see a candle lit down here. This is where police say Friday night a 15-year-old girl was shot and killed. The tight-knit neighborhood stunned by the violence. It was a heartbreaking scene Friday night inside of this Lowell apartment. The Middlesex District Attorney's Office says a 15-year-old girl was shot and killed.
I was on the phone with her last night talking about how she was going to high school and stuff. She was happy, still in disbelief.
Family members confirmed to WBZ Eliana Dickey had just graduated the 8th grade. The family providing this photo taken the night of her school dance, a moment she shared with her best friend.
She just had her 8th grade dance, so she was happy about that. She was happy about everything. She said, I'm gonna go to sleep, I'll call you tomorrow. I said, okay.
Skylar Guthrie didn't know it would be their last phone call.
She wanted to do bright things in life.
Really positive person.
Really positive person. No matter what could go on, it's like, if I'm down, she'll bring me up.
The district attorney's office says police responded to the Lawrence Street home after a family member discovered the young girl suffering from gunshot wounds.
I was crying because I seen the father show up on the scene.
Neighbor Mark Richards witnessed the chaotic scene unfold just steps away from his home.
It just felt terrible for him because he wanted to go in. The cops, of course, couldn't let him in. I felt like going over and giving him a hug.
The community is now on high alert, concerned a suspect still has not been caught.
I'm a little nervous because, A, was she targeted? A, something going on in the neighborhood?
While police work to track down the person involved, family and friends will grieve the young life lost.
One last thing I would say is that I love her.
The Middlesex District Attorney says this is still very much an open investigation in its early stages. A suspect has not been identified. In Lowell, Laura Hafley, WBC News.
What does 21 look like? What is 21?
I mean, that's not that big of an age difference. 6-year age difference in high school.
It's not that big of an age difference when in life. After 20. But when you are 21 and this child is going into high school, that's a huge mental age difference.
Age is definitely something more than a number.
In this situation.
Before you're an adult.
Right.
Yeah, that's not when the age gap thing doesn't have a thing. Like, she was 14.
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
14 years old 2 months ago. This guy is 20. He could get into a bar and drink drinks and buy porn at the store.
Yeah.
Like, she can't get an ID.
Right. Right.
So what? And then he was abusing her. So that was definitely some type of grooming situation. Because what do you like? What do you found attractive about her?
And then where is her family in
that,
all of this?
I'm glad that you keep asking that, because I'm
understand.
confused. I was like, what does that mean? But like, where is her? Is this who's that?
The Tewksbury man now under arrest for allegedly murdering his teenage girlfriend.
Yeah, I think that's. See the picture.
That's him.
That's him.
Let me see him.
He looks like a grown man. I wasn't no relationship. He was pimping. No, that gotta be her dad.
Oh, I think that's him.
No.
Yeah, that's him.
No.
That's him.
He looks like a grown man.
Yeah, he is.
He's 21. He's a grown man. She was just going into high school. He should have been graduating from college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is terrible.
Janet said a whole argument outside her house, but her parents didn't know where she was.
That's what I'm
saying. The story continues to get weird.
How come she wasn't with y'all going to the 8th grade graduation?
They when she didn't show up at her 8th grade graduation, so they were there without her, and that's when they knew. Like, I don't understand.
There's a lot of questions.
Did they think that maybe he was not 21, but still at 14 years old, I'm not letting you. Got to be at least 17. I mean, my mother wouldn't let me when I was 14. My mother made me break up with my 15-year-old boyfriend.
I know there was a whole bunch of girls that was underage dating overage men when I was in high school.
Yeah, and
that ain't nothing new. But y'all need to watch y'all children.
That is what it is.
Y'all need to watch y'all children.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think there was a lack of sense happening, and I don't know why.
On many parts. On many parts.
She didn't have no sense.
Yeah, that story is vexing. It is.
What's the next one?
Yes. I'm just so sad about that's bothering me. That actually bothers me a lot about
Dee said she probably told her parents or her family that he was 16. But he don't look 16.
But that's what I'm saying. Even at 16, like, okay, that's good to know. He can meet us there.
Yeah.
One dead following small plane crash into Merrimack Valley. Oh, wow. One person is dead after a small plane crashed into the Merrimack Valley in Methuen on Monday.
Dang, Methuen's been getting some bad hits.
Because Methuen is where the shooting
happened, yeah.
The Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board said the crash involved a single-engine van's RV-6A happened at around 2:21 p.m. North Andover firefighters were the first to respond to the crash site, which was in part of the river that borders Methuen, Lawrence, and North Andover. We received a call from the Lawrence Municipal Airport Tower reporting that they had a possibility of a plane down in the water. They lost contact with it. Video from Sky 5 shows the plane was overturned in the river.
Damn.
Firefighters used rescue tools to access the fuselage from the bottom of the plane. Local first responders said the plane was in a relatively shallow part of the Merrimack River, estimated to be 5 to 6 feet deep. Access was pretty difficult. The easiest access that we were able to get through was to enter in through Haverhill and come through some dirt roads. So, damn, they couldn't even get to him fast enough.
So it was just one person in the plane?
Yeah, one person in the plane. Looks like a pretty tiny plane, too.
Yeah.
4 students taken to hospital after I-93 school bus. So I saw this yesterday.
You saw I
didn't see the bus. I saw the article yesterday, but I didn't get into it. And the bus was on fire.
Yeah.
On the fire.
Engulfed.
School bus fire forced the closure of all northbound lanes on the Southeast Expressway in Boston on Monday afternoon. Massachusetts Department of Transportation officials said that all northbound lanes on Interstate 93 were closed at exit 14. Northbound traffic is being diverted off the roadway at exit 13 of Morrissey Boulevard. A photo and video from the witness shows flames and heavy dark smoke rising from the yellow bus. Numerous fire vehicles responded to the incident. I was really concerned about if there was people on the bus, but apparently there was.
Yeah.
All students and staff evacuated the bus before it caught fire. 4 students were taken to a local hospital for further medical evaluation due to smoke from the fire. School officials said a substitute bus took all students and staff back to school. Back to school, send me home.
Exactly. Parents gonna claim your kids. What are you talking about?
Very heavy traffic is reported in the area along the expressway and other connected highways. Look at that, though.
It was in the morning?
How did this happen? This was about, it doesn't say a time
I'll go
here.
to the story real quick.
Yeah, go to that. That's crazy.
Here on the expressway in the northbound lanes this afternoon, and video shows those flames just tearing through the front of the bus, and those flames ended up consuming that entire school bus.
Oh my gosh.
Students were on board. Investigators say they rushed off the bus when the engine and the back of the bus started smoking. This was just before 3 this afternoon. Boston School says that the bus was chartered for a field trip today. The kids go to Josiah Quincy Upper School. A man driving by says students and adults were all standing a few hundred feet in front of the bus on the highway after they evacuated.
They all just kind of look shocked. The adults look shocked. The kids look shocked. They looked a little nervous, but I think it was more shock. They just couldn't believe that, the school bus was on fire.
Wow.
Yeah, hard to believe. Just an eerie view of that bus here. As you can see, it's all burned out when it was finally towed away. The emergency made an absolute mess of the afternoon commute on both sides of the Southeast Expressway here. And
that's scary.
Man, that is very scary.
What did they say? The engine at the back of the bus?
Yeah, that's what the engine is.
Is it really? I never knew that.
The flat buses. I don't know. I don't know if that bus was it a flat bus?
I didn't see.
I know the on the flat buses the engines are in the back.
Oh wow, I didn't.
That's why if you go on the back, there's a lot of heat back there. That's what the engine.
Oh well, I learned something today.
Learn something new every day. That's part of them.
I'm telling you.
In more terrible news, a passenger who stepped outside her vehicle after it struck a deer early Sunday morning was hit and killed by another driver.
Oh, that's who was killed. Remember we read the story yesterday about the woman that was killed on Route 3 in Braintree?
Oh,
So that's what happened to her. Because we were like, what's she doing outside of her car at 3 in the morning? Okay.
State police say just after 3 a.m., a 2013 Toyota RAV4 traveling north on Route 3 near 4002 mile marker in Braintree collided with a deer and came to a stop in the right lane to assess the damage. The driver, a 63-year-old Roxbury man, exited the vehicle along with his passenger, a 35-year-old Roxbury woman. Officials say while this was happening, a Jaguar F-Pace SUV traveling in the right lane swerved into the breakdown lane to avoid hitting the RAV4, but ended up hitting the Roxbury woman in the process. Damn! She was transported to an area hospital with serious injuries where she later died. Her identity is not being released at the time. The 63-year-old Roxbury man driving the RAV4 was also transported to a medical facility. It is unclear if the driver of the SUV will face any charges.
63-year-old Roxbury woman and 63-year-old Roxbury man.
35.
She's 35. He's
might have been his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
35. Wow.
Could have been. Yeah.
She could be his girlfriend.
Tristan AJ know. The center and right travel lanes on Route 3 were closed by nearly 3.5 hours while troopers investigate. Like what?
That's what because when we read that story on yesterday, I was like, what was she doing outside of the car at 3 a.m.? Like what she was doing out there? But now, yeah, damn deers.
I don't know. Like, damn, because I know that they pulled over to assess. So they said they pulled over to assess, and then they both got out the car
to see.
And then the lady who was driving the Jaguar swerved to avoid the RAV4, but ended up hitting. So I don't understand how that went. When you pull over on the highway, don't you pull over on the breakdown lane where you can't go to the other side to get it?
Right. Yeah.
Where did they pull over to? Did they just pull over to the next lane?
Did they just stop in the middle of the street? Maybe?
Yeah, like
did they hit the deer?
They did hit the deer.
It sounds like they just
came out.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she stopped in that.
I mean,
breakdown.
and maybe that's shock, but I felt that you still, and this is a learning and teaching moment.
Yes.
Even if you hit something, still pull over into the breakdown lane before you get out.
People get in accidents and
just stop there.
To decide to do everything.
I literally thought that you're supposed to try to get you and yourself out of harm's way before you stop to assess the damage. Like, let me move to the side. Right. I'm not blaming them at all, but I would like to understand. But this little picture right here.
Oh, yeah, that's our car. That she didn't pull over in the breakdown lane.
Oh, where the pictures?
We watched the video yesterday.
Oh,
we played the video.
I remember because I was like, was that them in the middle of the street or whatever like that?
Yeah. Damn.
That's awful.
Damn.
That's all. Remember that time when we were in Michigan? We came to visit you at school, and there was a dead deer, and you pulled the car right up to it.
In Michigan, there used to be always reports of somebody getting hit by a deer. So wherever we was driving, like in, it's not very lit there.
Yeah.
That was a big fear. Even now, I still have a low-key fear of driving through the back of like Milton.
Oh, yeah.
Like I always feel like a deer is going to jump out there, especially in the middle of the night.
When I was living in Hyde Park, one time I was coming through there, you come through 128 or whatever, and going home, and a deer went right in front of the car, right in front of me. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so
remember
crazy.
we was coming from the station one time?
Oh, yes.
And we saw the deer prancing
down River Street.
Yep.
Yes.
Down River Street.
Yep.
Be careful, folks. It's crazy out here.
It's deers out here.
It's deers. With that said, people, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Number one for urban and Caribbean music, Spark FM.
Spark FM. We play your music your way all day, every day. What is this, Doctor? This is well, Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the 2024 Boston New Works Festival, taking place on June 20th to the 23rd at the Calderwood Pavilion and the Boston Center for the Arts. The Boston New Works Festival is a weekend-long festival celebrating new original plays by local playwrights. 8 original plays, 6 different stages, and 1 wild weekend. Tickets are $25 per show. Pay what you want tickets are available at the box office. Get your tickets now at moonbox.com.
Spark FM.
You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Can't ride with me, me a ride with she. She might have a B, me a that type of G. She like come easy, get the money, please.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Everybody shout. Everybody shout.
Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so high, I want to take my clothes off.
Yeah.
It's time for our national and world news. Find out, not everybody can be a champion, so we'll figure out what is happening with everybody else. Because all I know is that we are the champions.
We are the champions,
we
my friend.
We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Beautiful.
We are the champions. We are the champions. No one can be.
I don't know the period I like that.
Is that what it says? Is it say no one can beat us because we are the champions?
I don't know.
But I like it.
I like it.
And so it is written.
That's how it goes. That's how we know it.
Spark FM Online. Miss Tony, what you got for us?
Listen, my legs are bruised up like I was a victim of a violent crime.
Don't do that. Don't be that.
Somebody call a SUV because something's going on with me. Can't stay indoors during this week's heat wave? Here are a few ideas. It's hot and getting hotter for workers and everyone else outdoors as the first significant heat wave of the year makes its way westward across the United States. More than 70 million people were under extreme heat alert on Monday. What's more, the heat will move in and sit. Excessive humidity will make it feel even more oppressive. The duration of this heat wave is notable and potentially the longest experience in decades for some locations, the National Weather Service said over the weekend. That's dangerous. Emergency medical services across the United States are already deployed for heat-related emergencies more than 2,400 times between June 1st and June 14th. It hasn't even been that hot, and they've already been deployed so many times.
Did you guys get a phone call from the mayor and stuff yesterday?
No.
To do what?
They was all
for the heat advisory?
Yeah.
Oh, because usually I get it's like an Amber Alert that comes across my phone. It'd be like extreme weather alert. From gardeners to builders, not everyone can stay indoors. And here's some advice on how to cope from some of the people who will be working outside this week. Me too. I feel like it's the apocalypse or something.
But
coming.
for some reason, I don't ever remember being outside in sweltering heat ever. So unless it was like an event or something. But like when it was a heat wave, I think I always been inside. You didn't have to warn me.
2 times. Well, Spark the Block that first year.
Well, that was crazy.
And then what other oppressive heat were we in?
No, there was another event too.
Yeah.
That was oppressive heat. It was hot as hell. I don't remember which one it was.
I remember it was something else that was like, what the hell?
Yeah. It was open streets one day too. It was like 94 degrees outside.
From gardeners to builders, not everyone can stay indoors, and here's some advice. Last year, the U.S. had the most heat waves, abnormally hot weather lasting more than 2 days since 1936. I remember that. Last year was like one of the hottest years on record or something like that. Now we're going to be looking at some record high temperatures on a daily basis in some locations. Temperatures will near 100 degrees in Boston, New York, and Philadelphia.
Fun.
On Monday afternoon, Jose Orozco and about a dozen other workers rested beneath a tree near their water main project in Farmington Hills, a suburb of Detroit. The temperature was already above 80 degrees and rising. The work of maintaining the public water supply in a heat wave is crucial, but it needs to be done as safely as possible, and that means watching for signs of heat exhaustion. All we do is drink water and take breaks of 15 minutes. You can see somebody slow down, and it's time to take a break. Tuesday will be even more challenging, he said. They will work with asphalt. Oh, hell no. Jobs like that should not work.
I think that's unresponsible. Irresponsible. Why would they do that?
Hot mix asphalt being poured can reach temperatures of up to 300 degrees.
No.
And you're working with that in 100-degree weather, so you're exposed to 400 degrees.
Tell me
That's
why it makes sense.
I don't know.
Why would we do... What needs to be poured in 95, 90, 100 degrees?
Yeah.
Besides water and ice.
Yeah. They said, so some people says some places are not air conditioned. We have a bunch of fans, so you'll pour bottled water on your head and stand in front of a 30-inch fan every 5 or 10 minutes. If needed, people will be sent home. If you see somebody a little lethargic and not with it, tell them you're done for the day, come back tomorrow. Just cancel it. Cancel work for the next 3 days. Like, what is your problem?
What is your problem?
They're giving people extra works. They're providing water, da-da-da-da-da. Listen, people, go inside.
I heard there was no school today. Somebody told me that.
No, so Worcester Public Schools has their last day was supposed to be on Thursday. Mm-hmm. They canceled school on Thursday, so today will be their last day because they were like, the heat wave is ridiculous. So tomorrow, of course, is the Juneteenth holiday, so schools aren't in session. So they would like, nope, that's it. We're not doing that to the kids, which I think is good. I was thinking about going to the beach, but then somebody mentioned to me that the water temperatures are too cold right now. Is it too cold for 100-degree weather?
No, that doesn't make quite a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I would probably think that the beach would be only bad because you're exposed to such immediate sun. Yeah, but going into cool water on a hot day, I don't see why we would.
Yeah, they told me that like the good temperatures for being in the water in like Massachusetts Upper East is like July, August, or something like that.
The Boston water temperature for today is 62 degrees.
Oh,
62.5 degrees.
Yeah.
First of all, that's all cold, so it don't matter.
Like
it don't matter to me what the temperature is. It's cold in the water. So if I'm hot outside, I'm gonna go where it's cold, and that's gonna be the water.
I keep on pushing for us to organize a little beach setup tomorrow. I think we should. It's a holiday. We should do it. Spark FM, put it in a group. Let's do it.
All right. Where we going?
We're not going to Hogan's Pond, I'll tell you that.
Oh, wow. We're not, wow. Count me the frig out then.
I mean, there's beaches. We'll talk about it. We'll see what we can, because we don't want to tell everybody. We don't want everybody showing up.
Yes, we do.
All right, well, Gloucester has that. What's your ticket? Gloucester has really, really nice beaches, but that's a little far.
And it's cold.
Nantasket.
Hampton Beach is my nice beach.
Hampton is up in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
How far it take us to get to Hampton Beach?
The same amount of time it'll take us to get to Gloucester. It's about an hour.
Is there black people over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, all the time.
Then Gloucester has Winkersheet Beach or something like that. Some beautiful beach that they have out there in Gloucester. Gloucester has some really, really nice beaches. Nantasket is always, the one.
Shut up, Janet.
And then, Janet, just put your foot in a plastic bag and come on.
She's over here talking about Houghton's Pond Beach is closed due to bacteria.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
It was, but I think it was open last week.
It sure was open last week because it was packed and me and my sons couldn't get in. Shoot.
Well, that's not the one we're gonna plan our meetup at. But
Okay.
anyhow, we will.
So we'll figure one out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll let y'all know where we're gonna be at tomorrow.
Wollaston Beach is closed on the South Shore.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I just see this right here. Wollaston Beach is closed though. Bad news on this hot day. Wollaston Beach and one other is closed on the South Shore. Wollaston Beach in Quincy and Houghton's Pond in Milton are closed due to
bacteria.
High bacteria.
They lying.
The bodies are starting to float up to the surface.
They didn't test it well.
Ugh.
But I could have been told y'all that.
I know. I mean, and then there's always South Boston. There's always that one. But down in South Boston, the teenagers be showing up there and fighting. South Boston
don't like that.
and Revere.
They
be having freaking melees, and we not down for that. This
Empress Divine said Winger Chic.
Winger Chic, that's the one. Yes, thank you, Empress
Where the hell
Divine.
is Winger Chic?
Gloucester.
How far is Gloucester?
1 hour. And remember, they got the good place to get fish and chips out there.
Ooh, I
ice
like
cream.
fish and chips.
And fish chowder. It's so nice. I love it.
Nom nom nom.
A video. I'm saving that story for last. Video Biden to announce relief for some undocumented spouses. Oh, that's nice. Undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens and dreamers. So President Biden will announce 2 new executive actions that could provide relief to thousands of undocumented immigrants who have been in the country for several years. Go ahead, play that beautiful bean footage.
All right, and here's a clip piano.
Protections today for certain undocumented immigrants. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, President Biden is set to announce 2 major immigration programs. One to protect nearly 500,000 spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation, and another to make it easier for some migrants, including so-called dreamers, to get work visas. That's according to a source familiar with the discussions. The first new policy would apply to undocumented immigrants who have been married to U.S. citizens and have been living in the U.S. for more than 10 years, allowing them to apply for legal permanent residence without leaving the country. Some children would also be protected.
Essentially, this new policy that would be aimed at keeping families together. So a U.S. citizen who's married to an undocumented spouse wouldn't have to be apart from their spouse for a long period of time, just to get this legal status that they are already eligible for.
Another new policy, according to 2 officials, would streamline the process for young undocumented immigrants to apply for work visas.
In order to be eligible for this, you have to have received a higher education degree from an institution here in the United States, and also an employment offer in a field that aligns exactly with that major or degree that you received here.
Biden has been under pressure from immigration advocates after his executive order went into effect last month, strictly limiting asylum requests on the southern border. Why is this announcement so significant today?
This could be the administration's way of showing, hey, look, we are very clear-eyed about the fact that we need to restrict asylum, but that we also need to provide legal pathways for migrants, especially those migrants who have been here for many, many years.
I mean,
What?
I just feel like, ain't that encouraging us getting married?
I mean, but it's for people who are already married.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know.
Ain't you already married because you wanted to pay for it?
yes. And speaking of that, if anybody's seeking asylum and need me to marry them,
as well,
I'm available for marriage.
Me too. We are married. 2 of us are in here.
Let them know the price.
Let you know.
And Triz too. Look,
25K.
Not me.
Triz, you wouldn't marry for 25K?
No, that's not enough.
25K and
that's not enough.
25K. That's very much
That's
more.
a lot.
That's a lot.
I will take the 25K
Me
for
too.
a quick little marriage real quick.
25K and I am woman or
I'm in
man
debt more
because
than
we
that
live in
right now.
Massachusetts.
You need to get me out of debt fully.
You're in debt more than that. You better call National Tax Relief.
I'm black.
Whoever them things are, you better call somebody. That's crazy. America's most expensive states to buy a home.
Massachusetts, United States.
No, most expensive states to buy coffee. And New York isn't even in the top 10. And that, I'm not sure that I
They said to buy coffee?
To buy coffee.
Are we even in it? Because we're Dunkin' Nation.
The most expensive state to buy coffee in is Hawaii, where the typical cost of a regular blend is set at a hefty $4.98
for a coffee.
For one coffee, $498 498 cents.
Right here.
Go ahead. In New York, California is the second most expensive, where coffee costs $3.88. Californians also pay $4.72 for tea, $6.19 for cold brew, and $5.84 for a latte on average. That's crazy.
Boston, we come at number 5.
Yeah, Massachusetts comes in at number 5, and the average cost is $3.49. The cheapest on this list of the most expensive states is New Jersey, where it's about $3.31.
That's caca.
$3.30 for a coffee?
For a coffee.
Nobody want that New Jersey coffee, son.
Random. Did y'all know that Jason Tatum was dating LMI?
Yes, we talked about it last week.
Last week.
You know she's pregnant? Good.
Oh, nice.
I don't think it's been announced, but she is definitely there. I was looking for her yesterday, and I was looking for Bernice Burgelos.
Because his other baby looked white.
Is that Duke? You don't know how much
with a Spanish lady.
I was Googling Deuce's mother last night.
Who?
Deuce, that's Jason Tatum's little mascot baby.
Is he a white baby? Is that a white baby?
No, he's Spanish. His mama's Spanish.
Oh, look like a white baby.
Yeah, he Duke is very light. Very
hair, blonde hair.
He named Deuce. Oh, she's pregnant. I love it. Good job. And for Jason Tatum, boy,
I like how they keeping that one real low.
Yeah, because they've been dating since 2020, I think they said. Very nice. That's how you do it.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Not like what's her name? Tay and Travis Scott.
Who?
Foolish. Tay, what's her name?
Tiana Taylor.
Taylor Swift.
And Travis Kelce.
What? I was like, what?
Who's up like Tiana Taylor and Travis Scott? What are you talking about? This is an awful story right here. A couple was shot 7 times while shielding their daughters as a gunman opened fire at a Michigan splash pad. This is awful.
Who does that?
A Michigan couple was shot 7 times on Saturday as they shielded their daughters from a gunman who had opened fire at the Brooklyn's Plaza splash pad in Rochester Hills. Michaela and Eric Coughlin and their 2 daughters, aged 2 and 7 months, had been at the splash pad for less than a minute.
Wow.
When a gunman, identified by police as Michael William Nash, 42 of Shelby Township, pulled up in his vehicle and began firing at surrounding families. In a message posted to a GoFundMe created for the Coughlins, family friend Noel Wackel wrote that the family was getting ice cream when they began hearing gunshots. As the shots rang out, the Coughlins grabbed their daughters and ran in an effort to protect them, the message said. The shooter went on to, the friend, went on to write that the Coughlins were shot 7 times as they ran away from the gunman. Between the 2 of them, with their daughters. They were both hospitalized after the nightmare. The daughters were not hit. Because of their heroic actions, their children were protected and able to go home that evening. Eric and Michaela face a long and unknown recovery from this unthinkable tragedy. They were among 9 people shot by the gunman. Police say other victims included an 8-year-old boy who was in critical condition with a wound to the head, and a 4-year-old who was in stable condition with a wound to the thigh. A 39-year-old woman shot in the abdomen and leg was also in critical condition. At a press conference, they said that it was a very random and bizarre act, adding that Nash had no known connection to the victims. He said police responded to the reports of gunfire after 2 minutes. When they arrived, he said the gunman had already left and contained himself in a house near Shelby Township. A weapon, a 9mm Glock, was recovered at the scene, along with 3 magazines. So he dropped the gun out the window? Nash was later found dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Alongside his body, police also found a semi-automatic rifle, which they said suggested that maybe he was planning for a second chapter of the shooting. The incident was one of 3 mass shootings that occurred in Michigan on Saturday.
All in Metro Detroit. What?
All in Metro
What's
Detroit.
that, organized crime?
That's what I'm saying. 6 people were shot at a house party Saturday morning, shortly after midnight. 2 were in critical condition. And then in Detroit, a woman was killed and 4 other people were shot late Saturday night. The victims in both shootings were teenagers and young adults.
Mercy.
We're getting all too good at this. What's he doing? What? Yeah.
Oh, because I was like,
he's got the zoomies. We're getting all too good at this. They said, I can only describe the last 24 hours as a nightmare. Meanwhile, residents of Shelby Township, where Nash lived, told the news that they were shocked by the shooting. This is a safe area, and that's why I'm shocked at what happened. When it happens this close to home, it's hard.
That's crazy.
So
3 mass shootings in the same area?
Same state. Yeah.
State and city. All in Detroit.
Oh, all in Detroit.
All in Detroit.
Wow.
Michigan, man.
Michigan.
Chicago.
Shut up. It's right next to it.
Where's that?
It's right
Michigan,
down.
Chicago?
Michigan is right here.
Dang, y'all went to school in Michigan and it wasn't no.
Yes, where we were, Benton Harbor was the murder capital of the world.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, it's out. It's a wild Midwest.
Because what else they got to do, like you said?
Exactly, but do waterfalls and gel in their hair and shoot people.
Oh, gel in their hair.
You know, they still do them waterfalls. Them like straight up beehive with the gel.
With crispy curls.
See the Chief Keef concert
No.
over the weekend? That was maybe we should do that when we get to entertainment. But yeah, he had a return concert inside of Chicago over the weekend. It was insane.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I
Who
like
is Chief
Keef
again?
I don't know. He has that meme that's like,
Love so sad. Love. I'll play some songs, you know.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then an update on our favorite bishop, Brooklyn pastor Bling Bishop, sentenced to 9 years in prison for fraud and extortion. Also in local news, Papadakis from Stashes, his court case ended yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll hear what his sentence is I think next week. We'll hear what he has to do. A flamboyant Brooklyn bishop, widely known as the Bling Bishop, was sentenced Monday to 9 years in prison for financial fraud schemes that included stealing tens of thousands from a parishioner and trying to extort a businessman, federal prosecutors say. Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead, 45, was convicted in March of 2 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of attempted wire fraud, and 1 count of attempted extortion, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. He was also found guilty of 1 count of making false statements to federal law enforcement agents. Miller Whitehead's convictions stem from 3 separate schemes in which prosecutors say he stole millions of dollars. Lamar Whitehead is a con man who stole millions of dollars in a string of financial frauds and even stole from one of his parishioners, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said in a statement. He lied to federal agents and again to the court at his trial. Today's sentence puts an end to Whitehead's various schemes and reflects this office's commitment to bring accountability to those who abuse the positions of trust. In addition to Miller Whitehead's prison sentence, prosecutors say the 45-year-old New Jersey man was sentenced to 3 years of supervised release and ordered to pay $85,000 in restitution and forfeit $95,000. Miller Whitehead was a bishop at the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries Church in Canarsie, Brooklyn, which he helped form after serving 5 years in prison for identity theft and grand larceny. Wait a minute, hold on, what? He had already served time in prison for identity theft and grand larceny.
Ain't that how he became a preacher in the
That's
first
how he
place,
became a
changing his
preacher.
life around?
Yep.
To scan the saints of the world?
Yes.
I think that he's such a trash person.
Big trash person.
This is classic narcissistic behavior too.
Oh yeah.
Because
Sociopath.
you literally going out your way to be one of the most obnoxious, terrible people ever. Like you're doing the job.
He lied about multiple things. He also said that his father was killed by police. He said that his father was shot something like 16 times by police. Next thing you know, his father came back out. And said, "What? I'm still here." It happened.
We started watching Your Honor yesterday, which seems like it's going to be an amazing series. And from what I hear from everybody who's watched it, and the guy was in the court, and they were like, "Why did you miss court yesterday?" He was like, "I was at my grandfather's funeral." And they were like, "Where's your grandfather buried?" And he was like, "Oh, in some cemetery." He was like, "Oh, so he's not really buried?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's buried. He's in the ground." And he was like, "No, because that's an above ground cemetery." And they were like, "Oh." They were like, "What's your grandfather's name?" "Oh, I don't remember."
You finished watching it?
No.
Let me play the video.
It's 2 seasons. I didn't watch any more yesterday.
This is the video from.
Been sentenced to 9 years in prison for fraud. You may remember 2 years ago, Bishop Lamore Whitehead was robbed at gunpoint during Sunday service. He was convicted in March for wire fraud, extortion, and making false statements to federal law enforcement agents. Prosecutors say Bishop Whitehead stole thousands of dollars from his parishioners to buy luxury goods and sought to defraud his parishioners. Stole thousands of dollars from his parishioners to buy luxury goods and sought to defraud and extort a businessman and commit loan fraud.
Get out of here.
You know.
Yeah.
Get out of here, son.
Yeah. They say he was known for his flashy lifestyle and lived in a $1.6 million mansion in Paramus, New Jersey. Miller Whitehead also owned several apartment buildings in Hartford, Connecticut. The bishop made headlines in July when the assailants robbed him. At the time, police say Miller Whitehead was robbed of $1 million worth of jewelry. Inside the church.
Inside the church, you're supposed to bring in the saints too.
Yeah.
This is what you out here doing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a long story they got written about Mr. Whitehead.
Because there's a lot to write about.
Mm-hmm.
What an awful man.
Yeah.
You know, what an awful man. And I'm glad that he got to sit down. He can start a whole church right in the prison
and he
wear
will
regular clothes.
A whole cult. And he's gonna have fashionable prison wear. Gucci prison wear and things like that. I don't know. But anyhow, that is our thing. He's gonna be taking the coffee grinds and dyeing the we seen how they do. They dyeing the fabric to make designer clothing up there in the prison.
In the prison cell.
Anyhow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for Urban and Caribbean.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The People Station. What is that? Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Nice Productions and Friends Lifestyle Group presents the 8th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. That's right, Boston is the Togetherness Boat Ride, taking place on Saturday, July the 13th. It's the Blue Jeans edition. Music's gonna be provided by DJ Walla, Rockstone Triz, Hot Scott Supreme, DJ Sergio, and DJ Alfredo. It's also gonna be featuring the Caracol Punta Group Tempo Rhythm section. It's all hosted by specialists.
I wanna give it up, oh my God, I wanna give it to.
It's all taking place at 17 Rose Wharf. Boarding time is at 7 p.m. Departs at 8 p.m. It's a dinner inclusive. Get your early bird tickets for $65. Regular tickets are $75. It's a 21 plus mandatory ID event. Get those tickets right now on togetherness.eventbrite.com. Sponsored in part by Spark FM. Bring your flags, bring your ride. It's all about the Togetherness Boat Ride. This one's going to be crazy.
Last up Papa Canal is madness in the capital, so.
Moon Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the 2024 Boston New Works Festival, taking place on June 20th to the 23rd at the Calderwood Pavilion and the Boston Center for the Arts. The Boston New Works Festival is a weekend-long festival celebrating new original plays by local playwrights. 8 original plays, 6 different stages, and 1 wild weekend. Tickets are $25 per show. Pay what you want tickets are available at the box office. Get your tickets now at moonbox.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over it.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Getting jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it. No, 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 no. Hey, na 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 na. Hey, hey. Na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Hey, hey. That was fun. We are back in the building. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We up in the house. It's time for our entertainment news. Besides the best entertainment, once again, if you are not knowing, the Celtics of the 2024 World Championship in the basketball, and they are amazing. And we're gonna have a parade on Friday, and we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, so excited. Don Omar reveals he has cancer. Ay, Dios mío, por qué? Effing cancer.
What's your mama talking about?
Oh yes. Speaking of clarification,
What's that?
Clarification. When you said that my parents did not win the whatever, they called and got evidence from people that you's a liar,
What them win?
and they won.
What
When you
them
was talking
win?
about the game between
The last game, them
knowing
win, them
each
no
other,
win.
knowing each other the most, they won the game.
Yes,
They
did win
won
the game.
Yes,
Yes.
they won. You must have checked out. My mother was very upset. She was like, I knew everything about him. She even called out all the other couples that didn't know all the questions. She was like, I can't believe Tristan was on there trying to tell people.
She was upset.
Nope.
I don't remember that.
Nope. They said they won.
They won.
And after 45 years, don't y'all come from my parents because they know each other.
45? I'm almost 47. They've been together. They have been together for almost 50 years.
Almost 50 years telling my parents that they didn't win the game. They won. Honey and B won the game.
Honey and B.
They
But
even was
that-
able to draw.
I told them that game needs to be played much more often. Much more often.
It does need to be played.
And not just at couples events. That event should be something that should be much bigger. Very good. It was a good event.
I like that. Mommy, we got your back, shorty. He can't come for us. You know my father. And my father knows you. Don Omar revealed that he's battling cancer in the latest Instagram post. Today, yes, but tomorrow I won't have cancer, he captioned the photo. That shows his hospital wristband from an Orlando-based medical center. Good intentions are well received. See you soon, F Cancer.
Oh, good.
And you guys do know Don Omar. He's the one that sing Danza Kuduro. Dale Don Dale. He's on that Hips Don't Lie with Shakira. So big reggaeton artist.
Yes, I love Don Omar.
He also has A.I.E.O. with Aventura. So yes, that's a big artist right there.
Here's
wishing him the
something
best.
I stand behind as well. Fat Joe says Chris Brown would be compared to Michael Jackson if he hadn't assaulted Rihanna. Not musically wise. I
I'm so bad
wouldn't
with it.
say.
I'm so
I
over
would
this
probably
comparison.
say more dancing, entertainment, and performing wise. Because I don't know if Chris has the type of songs that transcend all the
does not.
years.
People aren't people aren't passing out when they see Chris Brown.
Yeah. But they paying $2,000 or some, but they would have paid more for Michael.
11.
Fat Joe believes that Chris Brown would be favorably compared to Michael Jackson were it not for his domestic violence incident with his ex-girlfriend Rihanna. If Chris Brown never got into a controversy with Rihanna, he would be calling him Michael Jackson right about now. He's the most talented singer, artist, performer, hit maker of our time. There's nobody even close to Chris Brown. And it's time we move past it. It's been 20-something years that I know of. There's no more incidents. Man, we're gonna let this lifetime go by without saying the truth. Brown dated Rihanna from blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. We all know what happened with them.
Why is that still...
When the truth is an unpopular decision, everybody gets scared to say it. They get canceled, especially famous people. The streets, they know what it is. The streets always know to tell you the truth. The streets still bumping R. Kelly. He's in jail. He did terrible things. They still bumping R. Kelly. So what I'm trying to say is it's a shame we're lying and we're not giving up the king of R&B, the king of music. We thinking he could battle Michael Jackson. That's all I'm trying to say. If you really look at his body of work, you look at all his hits, you see what he does. You remove from the mind that we don't like it. We don't like what he had controversy. We don't condone. He was a little kid 20-something years ago. I'm not saying that he's wrong. I wouldn't say he is the greatest of all. Greatest of all time.
He's just saying that
of all time
would be compared to him.
I think that he would. I do think that he would. I think that we, and I'm going to blanket statement. I think that we are still waiting for a proper Michael Jackson tribute from Chris Brown. And we have not received that yet because of the backlash that he continues to receive over something that he did when he was 19 years old.
It said that Michael Jackson estate doesn't want to.
I don't give a damn what Michael Jackson estate wants. I didn't ask Michael Jackson estate. It's a tribute. They don't have to agree to it. People could do tributes on it all the time.
Is that what has to happen?
Yeah,
well, that's what happened the last time. There was supposed to be one at the BET Awards, and his family said they'd prefer him not to, and so he didn't do it. And
well,
Usher do it instead.
I think that someone, one of these big platforms, needs to do a proper Michael Jackson tribute and have Chris Brown do that tribute. I think that's the only way that it's going to be, besides Usher, of course, that's the only way it's going to be done properly. And
Usher's so weird.
Yeah, he is very weird. Yeah. I agree with you on that one too.
Yeah.
I do just want to see a Michael Jackson Usher tribute.
The only place where I don't agree is all of Michael's albums are platinum. All of Chris Brown's album, his last 4 albums haven't sold over 200,000. They're not even gold.
Really? And see, that's why I said not music wise, because I have never listened to a Chris Brown body of music completely in its entirety ever.
His last album, 1111, went gold. Okay. Breezy went silver, sold 5,000 copies. June 24, 2022. Indigo sold 84,000. And that's a RIAA certified platinum album. The other albums are his last 2 albums didn't do too well.
And then the 2 before that did really well though. They hit platinum status.
Some singles. These are the singles, not the albums. 360,000, 105,000. Those are for the singles. Yeah. So the albums in general haven't hit platinum.
But are people buying albums?
Yeah, are people actually listening to full albums?
Right.
I don't
still listen to albums.
I think for rap album, a couple of rap albums like the Nas's and stuff like that, people listen to. But I don't know if people listening to albums.
Yes. Yeah. Beyonce dropped the album still.
Well, I'm not talking. Beyonce's in a completely different league than anybody else in the world.
Chris Brown's supposed to be in that same league, and he's not.
But Chris Brown has something looming over him that has stopped him from reaching the heights that he was supposed to reach.
No, I'm talking about music in general.
Yes, I'm talking about music in general too. This Rihanna incident has set Chris Brown back from the accolades he should have received.
Oh, yeah.
Very big. Like that's a fact.
It's been 20 years now, damn near. I don't think that's holding his music
Tristan,
back.
yes, it actually is. We read about a story the
You
other
just
day.
said that the Jackson family didn't want him to do the tribute.
And we read a story the other day where he was supposed to play at a celebrity basketball game and one of the sponsors pulled out.
I'm talking about his music. He could still put out good music and the music could still sell. Music is music. People aren't going to stop listening to good music.
I don't think that's true. Yeah, I think that his music would have done a lot more had it not been the controversial part that it is. That's my opinion. It could be different. But yeah, moving forward, Fat Joe said what he said, and yesterday's price is not today's price. Billy Ray Cyrus files for temporary restraining order against Fire Rose.
Who was that? I don't know who that is.
He looks
Fire
terrible.
Rose amid their divorce. Oh, I guess his wife. He looks terrible. He looks like he doesn't bathe.
He looks like a mountain man.
Billy Ray Cyrus has requested a temporary restraining order from his ex-wife, Fire Rose, days after he filed for a divorce. And that's why people problems, and that's terrible. A lot of response to uproar about her body count. Oh, are we now this is something that I wish would go away. Are we still concerned about people's body counts in 2024?
Seriously.
Lotto has hit out at the online uproar created after she revealed that she has a low body count while previewing a new single to fans. Well, I mean, yes. Okay.
What?
I don't. Two things. I don't know why that's our concern. And if she has a low body count, how the hell are y'all supposed to tell her that she don't? Like you guys in a vagina?
Oh, that's what the uproar is?
I have no idea because I'm not sure why that story was in there in the first place because it had nothing else to it. There's nothing else going on in it. Justin Timberlake. Oh, wow. Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DWI in the Hamptons.
Not Justin.
Oh, Lotto said the big energy rapper recently previewed a new track on social media in which she rapped, anyway, body count so low, I might say I'm a virgin. After the comments received much attention, particularly from male fans, Lotto responded to the furor the lyric caused. Talking to her Instagram stories over the weekend, she wrote, "Why are y'all in an uproar over my body count and mystery man?" With her later adding, "Y'all ain't gonna rain my parade no more." No mo. On X, formerly Twitter, Lotto also divulged more information about her relationship, writing, "Fun fact, my man really is the first and only N I let hit on the first date, cat emoji, and we 4 years in." Lotto has never publicly revealed who she's in a relationship with, but she previously revealed he sends her private jets to pick her up. He's still sending jets for some coochie. He been in for 4 years, heart face emoji. She wrote, "That's my boo daddy." For years, rumors have abounded about the identity of Lotto's man, with many believing him to be fellow rap star 21 Savage. The speculation was fueled last year by the big energy hitmaker got what appeared to be 21's government name, Shia, tattooed in red ink behind her ear. 11 months later, 21 Savage seemingly returned the favor by getting Alyssa, which happens to be Lotto's first given name, tattooed in the same place and in the same color ink. Well, then that's who it is then.
I mean, and
because of the way his name is spelled, Sheyaa. Who else is gonna be named that?
She cute.
Lotto?
Yeah.
Lotto was quick to deny they were items, saying in an interview weeks later that they were merely performing at the same location. Anyways, that's them. Whatever. That's great. Awesome. So what? She got a little buddy. The only person who needs to be worried about that is 21 Savage.
Yeah. That's who she did?
Well, they don't know.
That's a guy.
Yeah, it's him, right? Yeah, like that's him.
Lil Kim's baby daddy is dating Foxy Brown again. Mr. Papers, the Brooklyn rapper who shares a daughter with Lil Kim, is now believed to be dating Foxy Brown thanks to an affectionate exchange between the two on social media this weekend. The rumors began to surface June 14th after Brown tagged Papers in a birthday Instagram post, writing, "Happy birthday, block spinner, 20 years later, ha." In reply, Papers shared the post on his own Instagram stories, adding, "Daddy love you, mama," followed by drool, heart eyes, finger cross, and diamond emojis.
Oh, wow.
The potential relationship is attention-worthy due to Foxy and Kim's past, as the hip-hop icons have had a long-standing public feud since the late 1990s. As recently as last summer, Foxy seemingly felt the need to take shots at Lil' Kim for her nosebleed seats at Drake's All Blur tours stop at the Madison Square Garden. Nothing nosebleed seats. I'm crying.
Are they still? This is ridiculous.
No, it's Foxy Brown. I believe that the problem is Foxy Brown.
And I don't want to be mean
I believe
to
it's Foxy.
I don't want to be mean to disabled people, but Foxy, you can't even hear. You got to be nice.
Exactly. I think it's Foxy because why is Foxy throwing shots? So what if Lil' Kim had nosebleed section seats? She's clearly having a good ass time. Where was Foxy Brown at?
And do you think that Lil' Kim could not get better seats?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think not the nosebleed seats? I'm crying.
Foxy, you gotta.
Like, let that go.
You gotta learn how to judge the room a little better.
You're way too old for that. Like, cut it out.
We have not heard nothing from Foxy Brown in over 25
Did she have
years.
something coming out?
Heard nothing either.
We ain't here.
What's your problem?
Or we ain't seen you.
I don't like people being mean when you're 50.
If speculation is accurate, it would be a rekindling of their relationship, as Mr. Papers revealed in 2019 interview that he dated Foxy Brown when he was just 16 years old. They would have made Brown 26 years old at the time of their tryst.
Mr. Papers dated Foxy when they was younger?
That's called statutory rape. I was effing Foxy. We was fornicating.
Oh.
We was fornicating, me and Foxy. That was my girl. I was effing Foxy Brown. That was my girl, though. But I was like 16, so I was young. I turned 17 a couple weeks after I met her. Funny, I never told Kim. He also confessed. After being asked if Foxy would deny his claims, he added, "No, salute to Foxy. She's a strong girl. Kim is the strongest. But you know, Foxy was dope, but I was young." Here, yeah. I mean, I don't want to hear him talking about fornicating. So.
Is he a rapper, dude?
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's a rapper at one point.
He's from Honduras too.
Really?
Yeah.
And here we go, son.
Whether or not rumors of reconciliation are true, it likely won't affect the Queen Bee, as she seemingly moved on to a budding rap artist, Tay Brown, within the April clip of the pair, blah, blah, blah. Kim may be heard calling the young artist Bae. She also dropped a heartfelt birthday message for Brown in February, where she spoke of their bond and unconditional love.
Oh, that's nice.
Good for them. Good for them. That's nice.
Awesome.
Would y'all like to ever see Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim just date or perform on the stage one time, or
something? Come out with their little hits, a little verses, and then do they all their hits?
Aren't they almost 60? Yeah. What are y'all doing?
Because y'all do know Lil' Kim went to jail for this. This is what the reason why Lil' Kim went to jail.
For what?
The shooting outside. There was a shooting outside of Hot 97 with Noriega and Foxy Brown and the Junior Mafia crew. Like, this was a lot. This was a lot of stuff in like hip hop history. This thing here.
Oh, I wasn't old enough to know about.
What do you mean you wasn't old enough? You older than me. These your age.
I wasn't born
you
yet.
You the same age as them. Shut up.
I'm not the same age as them. They are older than me.
You about the same age, but Foxy's 40. You better.
Foxy is not 40 in any account of any world in the world.
How old is
Foxy Brown? Foxy Brown is 45.
45, okay.
Oh, that's it?
Are they younger than me?
Yes. Look at you. Shut up. And Lil' Kim is 49.
Yep, see?
Wow, Lil' Kim is 49.
I thought that's what I'm saying. Y'all are 60 years old. Cut the shit.
Trina's 45 too.
Yeah.
But I knew Trina was 45.
Me too.
Ariana Grande announces The Boy Is Mine remix featuring Brandy and Monica. Cannot believe this is real.
Wow. Good for you, Ariana.
That's awesome. And House of Dragons Season 2 is out.
It is. House of Dragons Season 2. How did you feel about House of Dragons? Game of Thrones after. The Game of Thrones. You didn't watch House of Dragons?
No.
It's about the Targaryens.
Where do I watch it at?
HBO.
I got that?
The Game of Thrones.
It's the second part.
I know what it is. I'm just saying I don't think I have HBO.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's back. You didn't double down with the Doricos. They're separating. Dion and Karen Dorico. There's a reality show on TLC.
Where is that?
Who's that?
It's in there. Doubling down with the Doricos. They have 14 children.
I don't know who this is.
Why?
I don't know, but
what do you mean they broke up?
They have broken up after 19 years of marriage. They have 14 children, which includes 4 sets of multiples. So they have some twins, some triplets, and some other things. Together, we remain uplifted in the parenting of our 14 beautiful children. With their well-being, as our priority, we thank everyone for their understanding and support as we move forward. The couple who married in 2005 filed for divorce in June, according to the documents that we have. Just 2 days later, Dion and Karen, who shared children, Darian 18, Derek 13, Dallas and Denver 12, quintuplets, Danico, Deriz, Diani, Dayton, and Dacian 10. That's a set of 5. Twins, Diaz and Dior 6, and triplets, Dason, Darren, and Diver 4 years old. Plan to split legal and physical custody of their minors.
Wow.
First of all, after 14 kids, there is no breaking up.
Where
am I going? Where am I doing?
Where
Tell me what it is. Who dates somebody with 14 kids with their wife? Go back to your wife. Go back to your husband. You guys work it the hell out.
What y'all got to be married like together for? Yes. Live in the same house. Have a little sex every now and then. Take care of the children and share dinner. What are you talking about?
Even if you don't want to have sex with him, go on. He watched the kid this night because it's one house. Hey, I'm leaving for a couple of hours to go have sex with my boyfriend or sex with my girlfriend. Right. I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna meet you for dinner and whatever. This don't have to be hard.
14 children.
Bro, let me tell you also something that I realized while you was reading this story. There are many more D names that you didn't have to do this.
Darian, Derek, Dallas, Denver,
Daniel, David,
Danico, Deriz, Diani, Dayton, and Dacian.
It makes sense though. Look at them. They all
Diaz,
got white.
Dior, Dawson, Darren, and Diver.
They all got white hair? Is that the thing?
No, that's just one of them, I think. Oh, they do.
Oh, they all got white hair.
They all got white hair. They're black children. What are you talking about?
They all dyed their hair. All the boys dyed their hair blonde.
Where is that?
On the screen.
Oh, I see it. I scroll down. Why'd they do that?
Why?
Why'd they let them do that? I don't know. That's just too.
Because the father.
Because the father he's not blonde. No, I think he just got gray hair.
No, that's blonde. He did that on purpose.
I hate it all. But
so, he could have named one Dion.
There's a Dion.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a.
He could have named one.
Oh no, it's a Dior.
Yeah, they didn't name any Dion.
No.
They could have gave a junior. These Danico, Deriz, Diani, and Dayton, and Daishan, Diaz, and
those are the 5. That's a set of 5.
They didn't try with those names. They
but
said,
what is this? Dawson, Dawsyn,
and De'Aaron,
DE apostrophe RAREN, and Diver DYVER. Yeah, that's the children.
Bless their heart.
Bless them. And you know, my only advice to them is cut the shit.
They should have cut it a long time ago because there's no need.
Y'all is married forever or forever, for worse or for sicker, with all of these children. It's enough. Cut it out. Stay together. Go to therapy. Figure it out.
One day I fell down the rabbit hole and started watching this thing and watched several episodes of it because I was fascinated at like what the hell. And they were talking about having more children. So I, in some ways I'm kind of, it's good that they didn't have more children.
She needs to tie her tubes and he needs to vasectomy so that they can have a double dose of
But she needs to find out what's wrong with her tubes. Why you keep having all these multiple children?
What's wrong with her
Twins, triplets, quintuplets. Come on now. That's too much.
That's not natural. You are not a dog.
Right. All right. Well, anyhow, that's that.
That is terrible. Mm-hmm. And that's all we got today. I'm not saying it's terrible. If y'all want to have... Oh, actually, let me stop. Kiki Wyatt and her 11 kids is out here on a dating site looking for love.
Yes. No, she's got a new man.
Oh, she do got a new man.
Yes, Kiki Wyatt has a new man. And so does the person we mentioned yesterday, which I don't understand why I don't got no...
Can we leave here? I got to exit this. We're gonna leave the show. I'm going to show you...
I just don't understand.
Kanye West bought a house in Malibu for $18 million. And there has been a significant price drop. Oh, excuse me. He purchased the house in 2021 for $57 million.
Uh-huh.
And then he gave it a redesign.
Yeah.
And would you guys like to see the redesign?
Yes.
I'm nervous.
You said you had something for us about Chief Keef, too.
This looks
Oh,
like...
yeah, let me see.
This
is what he did to the house that he bought for $57
looks
million.
like a bear cave.
This is it in the middle.
An asylum.
It looks like a prison.
It's an asylum.
He took everything out of it. He took everything. All the windows. He took all the doors.
That's all one house?
That's the house right there in the middle. This is how the house looks.
A jail, an asylum.
Yeah.
A place for people to go when they're crazy.
Yep.
Yes.
It's on brand.
Somebody said that
And
to you. What do you
then-
do with all that money? You just buy nothing. You buy random.
And then I told you guys when we started the show, I told you guys that over the weekend, Chief Keef performed in Chicago for the first time in over 11 years.
Where has he been?
I don't think
gosh.
he could return to Chicago for quite some time.
Wow.
Shooting and
Look at
stuff,
that.
Yeah. But check this out.
How many people were there?
That was fun though.
It does.
Yeah, it was a legendary concert. Plenty of people.
Now I want to go learn this song so I can sing it next time it goes
this
on.
Song. You don't know Finito?
I don't know none of the words to any song that has ever come across
That's
the United
one
States
that
of
play in the
America.
club, and then it gets the whole club. Everybody's on.
No, I've never heard it.
And I also do not go to the club.
The only thing I know about Chief Keef is that one gif where he's like, nah. And I use that for everything. Nah. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyhow.
That concludes the stories and the news and the entertainment for
I feel like today was an exciting day.
It was. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Again, big shout outs to the Boston Celtics for securing banner number 18.
Breaking the record of the most banner championships held.
Ever. The parade will be Friday at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So we'll give you guys more information throughout the week so you remember that.
Yeah.
We'll meet you guys down there because we're going to be there to look at the parade. I think I've gone to every parade so far.
Really?
Even the Bruins.
I did go to a Bruins parade. The last one we went to was the Patriots downtown.
Yep. I remember that too.
This will be my first, I think.
Really?
I used to leave work for parades when I was working down there.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love it. Anyhow, people, we are sliding on over to the side. Bobby Steels will not be in today, but he will be back tomorrow. So keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is Spark FM.
Did you get a call?